you very much.
Hey everybody, it's Edie and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, so if you're expecting art, that is not going to happen today, hence the title. Today's vlog, it's actually a vlog, which I rarely ever do. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit of catch up where I've been, why I haven't been posting videos, and the reality check of life here in Sicily. So if you're looking for art, again, that's not going to happen today, but if you want to hear about my personal experience and want to hang out with me for a little while, then stick around. Okay, a little bit of catch up. Here's the reason I have not been posting videos recently. Since moving to Sicily, it's been one whirlwind event after another. And I haven't had time. I haven't had time to do any art projects. If I've done an art project, it's been for someone. It's been a custom order, and other than that, or if I've been working on something, it's been for large-scale projects. Like my son was in the Wizard of Oz play, and so I did costuming for that. And I just haven't had time to do any art for myself whatsoever. Like I haven't even done anything for myself. Not only have I not done art projects to share with you guys, I haven't done art for myself. The only time I've done art has been for a specific reason. It's been for a project in the community, it's been for a swap that I'm hosting and participating in, or it's been for a custom order. So, there you have it. That's why I know art from me probably all year. Like, I just haven't had time. And, also there's the... it's like a catch-22. There are things that I had planned to do when I got here, and that's kind of what I'm going to talk about today. There were things that I had plans for when I got here, and then just the reality of life here in Sigonella, Sicily did not allow for that to happen. So, I don't even know how to describe it. You'll understand more once I talk about what's going on today. So yeah, that's why no art from me recently. Changes quickly, I want to talk about that. You may have seen my last Thrift Shop Thursday special edition. Thrift Shop Thursday will be back. I have found an antique store. It's not technically a thrift store, okay? Really, it's an antique store, and some of the prices are nowhere near thrift store prices, but it's the closest thing to a thrift store that I'm going to find here, besides the antique market, and I'll talk about that in a minute as well. But the antique store is the closest thing to a thrift store, really, that I have found, besides the market. And I went into the antique store that you saw in the video and talked to the manager, and he said that yes, it's okay if I film when I come through there. So probably once a month I will be doing a Thrift Shop Thursday video. Yay! And it will be from the antique market. They have several different locations. I don't know if I'll be able to film in all of them, but I will definitely be able to film in the one that I was in the other day. I don't know how much things are going to change in between each time I go in there. The video you saw was actually shot in August, and I just had a chance to edit and upload it. It's now April 1st today. Or no, yesterday was April 1st. So last week of March, it only took me 6 months. But I will have them more regularly. Again, the stuff that I saw in August, I still saw some of the same stuff whenever I just went back last week. And I did shoot video footage, so there is a Thrift Shop Thursday coming probably next. No, I won't be in town next week. Week after next. So, yeah, Thrift Shop Thursday will be back. It will be slightly different. On top of Thrift Shop Thursday, again, once a month for Thrift Shop Thursday, maybe once every couple months. It kind of depends on how things go. If I find something. If I go through the store and I don't really find anything, I may post a video just to show you what's in the store, but finding something to alter may not always happen. Just because of the prices in there, they're not always thrift store prices. So I may not find anything that I'm willing to pay for and then alter. On top of Thrift Shop Thursday, excuse me, I hope to start another traveling artish thing where I go to the antique market. Now the antique market is fucking awesome, okay? It only happens on Sundays, and it's only from like 8 to 12 in the morning, so you have a very small window of opportunity. And I didn't really go a lot in the winter time. It was just Some days it was raining, and if the sun's not really out, they don't even set it up, but you don't know that until you get there and it's not set up. So, like, there's no set hours or anything. But the antique market, fucking awesome. Junk galore, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite things about being here in Sicily. So I'm gonna hopefully start like a junk market Monday, again, once a month, where I go through the junk market just like I did Thrift Shop Thursday. Go through the market, show you what's there, pick out something, come back and alter it. So hopefully we will have 2 different videos of that type. So one's at the junk market, or antique market. It's a junk market. One's at the antique market and one's at the antique store. So yeah, that's changes coming hopefully for the better. I also hope to get back to a more regular schedule with just regular YouTube videos. I have a couple of projects that I have the videos edited for, and now I just need to upload them. Uploading is another thing. It takes fucking forever to upload a video here. Like, a 15-minute video took me over an hour to upload. When I uploaded that Wizard of Oz performance, it was a 3-hour video. It took me like 3 days. And I have to sit here and babysit my computer, because if it goes into sleep mode, then you're screwed. It, like, upload stops. So yeah, uploading that's another reason I haven't really been uploading videos, is it just takes so friggin' long to upload a video. And I have to kind of sit here and babysit my computer while that happens. So yeah, hopefully changes for that coming, and hopefully I will get to a more consistent art schedule. So kind of in the works right now, I'm actually looking at possibly going back to school, and I've got things in the works, so I don't really want to talk a whole hell of a lot about it right now, but just on my own time, I've decided to go back to the basics. I'm learning a lot about art history, and especially like being here, that has really sparked my interest in art history, especially in Renaissance art. Oh my god, I am so fucking obsessed with Renaissance art right now. So, yeah, so I've decided to kind of go back to basics on my own, because I haven't been doing any art really for the past year. So you'll see things like this I might share. These are just me going back to basics. It's just a freaking shaded sphere and an eyeball. Like, but I want to improve my drawing, and the way you improve your drawing is to repetitively do drawing. Ooh. So things like that I may share, may do quick little videos on, hey, this is just what I'm doing. Maybe not necessarily a tutorial. They could be a tutorial, but just things that I'm practicing and working on. Maybe uploading some of those on occasion. Okay, now into the real meat of the video, why I'm posting this video today. So you'll notice that excuse me. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, reason for this video. You'll notice that the title of this video is called Living in Sicily Reality Check. Because, okay, so if you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen some kind of fucking negative posts, okay? Like, there's no other way to say it. Some of my posts have been pretty negative and kind of complaining, and I'm normally a half glass full kind of girl. Like, I'm normally very optimistic, very upbeat, very happy, like genuinely happy in my life. And recently you've probably seen a lot of complaining and a lot of God, this sucks, you know, kind of posts. And that's because life here is not what I expected. So first of all, let me preface this by saying, one, no, I am not looking for advice or suggestions on how to make my experience better. Trust me, I've heard them and I've probably tried it. That's not the point of this video. Two, no, I'm not going to just sit here and complain all the time. I'm trying to explain why you see the kinds of things from me that you're seeing and what my personal experience is. Three, I am one of those people who totally understands living overseas, being in the military, and knowing that I'm going to another country not to live as an American. This has nothing to do with that. This is not me, oh, woe is me, I'm an American trying to live in Sicily and I can't do it. No, it's not that. It's so not that. Because some of the things about living here are absolutely amazing and I love it, and I would not trade this experience for anything because of those moments. I'm not here trying to live as an American. I understand there are different challenges to living overseas, and I fully accept all of that. This is not about that. This is about my personal experience with kind of what I was prepared for in living overseas and what I actually got. Because the reality of the situation is people don't prepare you for Sigonella. Whenever I found out we were moving to Italy, I thought I was moving to Italy, but I didn't. I moved to Sicily. And people would joke to me and they would always say, no, you're not moving to Italy, you're moving to Sicily. And I'm like, Sicily is Italy. I don't get, why do they keep saying that to me? And then I get here, and about 3 months in, I realized what they were talking about. Yeah, no, I didn't move to Italy. I moved to Sicily. And for those of you who don't know, Sicily is technically considered Italy because it's in that country. It's an island off of Italy, but Sicily is so not Italy. Sicily is a world of its own. And it's not only did I come to another country and have the experience of moving to another country, it's like I stepped through a freaking time portal. Sicily is about 40 years in the past, I would guess. So, like, shit just doesn't work the same here. It just doesn't make sense. It's really frustrating, especially for someone like me. I like things to make sense. I like order. Now, certain things, yeah, I'm just like, whatever. But other things, you kind of need order. And, you know, if you put an address in the GPS, you should be able to get there. And that's the kind of things that don't really work like that here. For example, no one really, unless it's a retail store, no one takes a credit card. You have to have cash everywhere you go because they don't even have credit card machines. So it's little things like that, but it's a lot of little things. And part of that, yes, is living overseas and adjusting, and that's fine. But part of it is that Sicily really is like 40 years in the past. And it is extremely rural. And I'm an urban kind of girl. Like, I need a city, and I had planned to live at least near a city. Like a city where everything is convenient. And Sicily is not like that. Even in the city, things are not convenient. They're not easy to find. It's very confusing and very complicated. And just not... When we went to Italy, like, I've been to Italy. I went to Rome. I went to Verona. I went to Trento. That's what I expected. And that is a whole nother culture. It's a whole nother world. Things work differently. And it is confusing. And it can be overwhelming and scary. But Sicily is even more difficult than that. So it's not the language barrier. It's not that things work differently here because it's another country. There are other layers involved with it. Not only am I living in Sicily as, you know, a foreigner trying to speak to people and just live my everyday life, I live on base. I don't know if you know anything about living on base or being in the military or being associated with the military, but living on base, that again in itself is a whole nother world. And there are some great perks to living on base. Like, my son is able to have freedom in the neighborhood. I don't have to worry about, did he go out of our yard? And, you know, because there are bad things here. You know, there are bad things everywhere you go. But here in housing, in the neighborhood, he does have the freedom and the safety that he wouldn't have out in town. They're double-edged sword. There are always people around. You know, and then I can run my heat and my air conditioning as high or as low as I want and as often as I want. I can have the windows open and run my air conditioner if I wanted to, and I'm not going to have to worry about going bankrupt. You know, I can run my dishwasher. I have a dishwasher. You know, so living on base in another country, it's supposed to kind of be a little taste of home because they've uprooted us and moved us here. It's a little taste of home and a little bit of the comforts of America plopped down in the middle of another country. Again, it's a double-edged sword. So not only do I live in another country and that's, you know, got its own challenges, but I live on base. And again, if you've never experienced it. There are layers to this that I will never, ever be able to explain to you. But some of the most common drawbacks to living in a small community like this, I think there's 500 people in my entire community. I'm not talking about in Sicily. I'm talking about on-base military people who live here. 500-ish people, and we see these people constantly. Like, you work with these people, you live next door to these people. It's the best way I can describe it is like a combination of the neighborhood from Edward Scissorhands meets Stepford Wives meets middle school. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. I know I'm gonna get hate mail. But you know I'm right! So don't even! Oh my god. Okay, not everybody has the same experience I do. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying my experience has been completely horrible. But there have been some things that are just uncomfortable for me personally. Like, for example, because we do live and work so closely with everyone in our community, the other day I saw my eye doctor at the mini mart. And I'm fairly certain that at some point I will see my gynecologist at the commissary. Like, it's just weird. And we're always on top of each other. And so you see the same people all the time, and because of that, there are kind of awkward situations where you're having a bad day and you don't want to talk to anybody, or you got shit to do and you need to be at a certain place at a certain time, or even if that's not the case, like, you just don't want to have to deal with seeing everybody all the time. You just want to go and get your shit and get home. But you're running into people. So it's kind of a weird experience. And so one of the things that I want to do is start doing more vlogging and just sharing my personal experience. Some days may be, oh my god, this sucks and here's why. Some days may be, oh my god, this is amazing and here's why. And some days may be, here's a little quirky thing about Sigonella or Sicily. So I want to start sharing more of these experiences with you, because it was brought to my attention by a few of my friends and followers that they feel like I haven't shared any of my experience, and that's really very true. And a lot of it's because I have been struggling here. Not only, like I said, with living in another country, that part's actually, there are things that drive me insane about living here, but that's part of living overseas. Another compounded issue is that I live on base, and so things are complicated and not always great with that either. Again, everything has perks. There are amazing aspects to this, but not everything is great, and they don't prepare you for that. And that's kind of where my issue lies, is that I was prepared to come and live in Italy. I was not prepared to come live in Sicily. And I really wish someone had given me the real deal. I wish someone had told me about all of the things that you don't expect. Even being in the military and knowing what living overseas is like, because I've lived in Bahrain. And to be honest, some things in Bahrain were better than Sigonella, which is crazy to say, but true. So, I think everyone has in their mind, maybe not everyone, but a good majority of the people coming to Sigonella, Sicily, I think they have in mind that they're coming to Italy. And reality is you're not. And that's where my personal issue lies. I'm really disappointed. Again, there are amazing things. I'm not saying everything sucks, but today's vlog is about the reality check, and the reality for me is I'm really fucking disappointed. I had one thing in mind. I was prepared for one thing. I was prepared for certain aspects of living overseas and living on base, and then the reality is that is not even close to what living in Sigonella, Sicily is. So if you have seen those posts from me, now you know why. And again, I don't want people to tell me, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try to enjoy your experience more. I don't need you to tell me how to enjoy my experience any more than I am. No offense, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm sharing my experience with you. And if you feel the need to tell me what I need to do, just save it, please. I don't want to hear it. And I know that sounds rude, and I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So, yeah. Not completely thrilled with my experience here. However, I am learning that I need to just live differently. I can't try to live here as I expected to. I need to just suck it up and deal with certain aspects and adapt. Yeah. And there's more adaptation than just living overseas or just living on base, because each of those things is an adaptation in itself. Yeah, that's the reality of life here. So I hope to start doing more of these vlogs, and they will always be labeled vlog. So you know, if you're looking for art, not going to be on a vlog video. If you are looking for the vlog, not going to be on an art video. They will be two separate entities. And I'll try to vlog like once a week. And again, not everything is down and sad and pissy like I'm making it sound today. This is my personal experience overall. The vlogs will be just everyday experiences. There are some crazy things that happen here. There are some really cool things that happen here. I have met some amazing people. I've had some amazing experiences. I'm teaching art classes. I'm teaching private art parties and interacting with really great people. And there are amazing aspects to that. And again, that's something I wouldn't have if I didn't live in base housing. So that's one of the perks of living in base housing, is that I get to meet all these people and actually associate with them and hang out with them and teach them art, you know? So I've made great friends and had really great experiences, and that will be part of what the vlog is about. Yeah, just things that seem weird to us as Americans or different to us as Americans. I'll share things like that. And I will share the sucky days. I'm not going to hold it back. Most people will sugarcoat it or not tell you the bad stuff at all. It'll, you know, they may say, oh, yeah, this isn't great, but there's all this other great stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you the reality of it. And some things suck a lot. And some things are absolutely fucking amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And some things are just weird. So that's what the vlog is going to be about. Hopefully I won't ramble quite this much. There will be like a topic for the vlog, and I will try to stay on that topic, but you know how I am and you know I ramble, so I can't guarantee that. Okay, yes, I think I covered everything that I do need and everything that I don't need. Oh, man. So yeah, that's it. That's life here in Sigonella, Sicily. I will share more of these vlogs probably once a week or so. I will vlog something. It may be really friggin' boring, and sorry about that, but that's life here. So if they're boring to you, just don't watch the vlogs. Just wait a couple of days. I'll put up an art video. Oh God, I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that I wanted to share. I don't think so. I think that's it. Okay, so remember, if you like what I do here, art, vlogs, sharing videos of my son as the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz, which was totally fucking awesome, by the way. Oh my gosh, we never would have had that experience had we not come here, because in the States, he was not involved in anything that had to do with drama or acting or socializing like that in any way. He was in band and he was a runner, and that was it. But here, he's branched out, and again, that's an amazing thing that we would never have experienced had we not come here. And he did a really freaking good job. I'm so proud of him. So yeah. So if you like seeing all that stuff and hearing me ramble about God only knows what at this point, hit the little subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit the little share and share it with all of your friends so they can hang out with us too. You can find me all over the place. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest way too much, and I'm on Facebook way too much. The best way to interact with me is on Facebook. So just look me up by my name, Edie Knoyer. That was another thing. I'm thinking of starting a Facebook group for just mixed mediology, because I have the mixed mediology swaps group where I host swaps, and I participate in the swaps so you can get art made from me. Yeah, so that's Mixed Mediology Swaps and Challenges. Or no, I changed the name. Mixed Mediology Swaps. You can find it on Facebook. But I'm thinking of starting just a Mixed Mediology group, just for you guys to like interact with me and hang out with me a little bit more. Because on Facebook, I'm not seeing everyone, and I don't think everyone's seeing me. So when I share stuff, I don't think people always see it. So I think I'm going to start a Mixed Mediology Facebook group where I share my videos, where I maybe post a little quick tutorial, where I share what I'm working on, just whatever's on my desk that day, like this random crap here, that maybe doesn't need a full video, but just cool stuff that I'm working on, or, you know, as I go through art history, if I learn something cool or want to share something. I think I need a space for that where I can actually interact with you guys, because I'm not seeing you guys and I don't think you're seeing me. And I really want to interact with you more. Like, I get questions on YouTube and I answer them, but I don't know if everybody always sees them. And so that would be a way for people to ask me questions right then and I could respond immediately. So yeah, I will do a video whenever I create that group so you know how to find it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done for the day. So find me on Facebook. You can find me on Pinterest. I have an Instagram and a Twitter and all that stuff. I don't use it. And I have a website that's pretty much abandoned right now that I really need to get to work on. So yeah, it's abandoned right now. Don't worry about that. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Remember, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button and share it with all of your friends so they can hang out with us too. And I thank you so much for being here. Thanks for listening to me ramble for like, I don't even know how long, maybe 30 minutes. I need a drink. Okay, thanks for being here and I will see you next time. Mwah! Bye! Oh my God, it's been so long, I almost forgot to use 2 hands. Mwah! Bye!